Hello, I am Radon 1005. I do apologize if you can't understand my accent. I also do apologize for any Facebook messages or little buzzes you might hear throughout the tutorial. I do have a life and I do have other things going on. Alright, I'm going to give you a brief crash course on torrenting. What it is, how it works, how do you do it. Torrenting is basically peer-to-peer sharing. That means you are downloading or you're copying files from other people's computers. Of course, they've allowed you to do this. Now, torrenting itself is not illegal, but depending on what you torrent, it may be considered piracy. That basically is what torrenting is. On to our next question. Why should you torrent? Torrenting has several advantages. For example, it's fast. It's very fast. It has the advantage that if the more people that actually download the file, the easier it is to get. That's usually not an advantage you get with most types of downloading. Also, if for instance, let's say you were downloading a file through a browser and that file was like 5 gigs and you had 5% battery life and your laptop died, you would have to start over again. Well, with torrenting, if you died, as soon as you charged up again, you can just continue where you left off. That's really neat. All in all, torrenting is really cool. It's a great way to get content that might otherwise be hard to find. Let me stress again that depending on what you torrent, it is considered piracy. I discourage you from downloading illegal material, but we all know you're probably going to do it anyway. Okay, what is a torrenting client? A torrenting client is just a piece of software that you use to torrent, as simple as possible. My favorite is uTorrent. I love it particularly because if you have an Android smartphone, you can download the uTorrent app and download stuff on the go. But there are other clients. You can get BitTorrent or Transmission. There are other clients out there. You can also use Iris and so. Yeah, that's basically what a torrenting client is. You can just hop up on Google and download uTorrent. I really do recommend this one. It's light, it's fast, it works well. If you're on a Linux OS, use Transmission. Well, if you're on a Linux OS, you probably know what torrenting is. Alright, now you can get torrent files, which torrent files is just a file you download to jumpstart the downloading process. You can get those from sites such as Kick-Ass Torrents, Pirate Bay. Those are my favorite. Well, my personal favorite is of course piratebay.com. It's awesome. You can also get well, Beauty Junkie went down, but there are other sites out there where you can get torrent files from. You can use torrents to download pretty much anything: books, videos, games, movies, songs, porn. It's very versatile. Any kind of file there is out there, you can probably get it. Configuration files, textures, you name it. Okay, now you hop up on the Pirate Bay and you want to get a torrent. So let's pick something that's open source. Ubuntu OS. It's free to download. Hope I spelled it right. Anyway, so we do a quick search. Spelled it wrong. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ubuntu. There we go. Alright. So let's suppose you wanted to download Ubuntu. It's open OS. You would come on here and you have a list of files and you're wondering, well, which file should I choose? Here you see SE. SE here stands for seeders. Seeders are, yes, we're right on target. Seeders are people who have already downloaded the file and have the torrent file available, so you can download from them. Now, the more seeders you have, the faster you'll receive the file. Leechers, next to it here, LE, is the exact opposite. That's people who are currently downloading the file, and well, the more leechers you have, the slower the torrent will be. Okay, so we can click on did we select the one with the most seeders? No, I don't think we did. So yes, a little trick I like to use when I hop up on Pirate Bay, I can pop-ups. There will be pop-ups involved with most types of downloading. Okay, so I arrange by the most seeds and I usually take one of the top ones. Let's take this one here as the most seeds. Basically we can see some basic information about it: the size, the type it is, the amount of files, when it was uploaded, who was uploaded by, the hash info. But for basic torrenting, you don't really need to know this. I mean, you could. There are probably a billion other video tutorials out there telling you about this and what this is, but you don't really need to know this. It helps to read before downloading the torrent. It helps to read the comments. There are no comments on this particular torrent, but usually there will be. You can see what other people think of the file, if it was good, if it was fast, if the file was useful, if the file worked, if it was out of date. Just information about it, basically what people think, to see if it makes sense. Also, they may talk about Trojan horses and so you need to be aware of that. People don't necessarily put Trojan horses in the files, but sometimes one might sneak in there. You never know. It helps to read. So you hop up on here and you click the magnet link. It usually has a little magnet by it. This is really useful when you already have your client installed. Sorry, this is what you want to click on. So you click get this, it launches the application, and booyah. Well, I already have this torrent in because I was doing the tutorial before and I forgot to press record. Idiot. Anyway, anonymous download is it downloads an exe, so you can download it anonymously. You might want to use this option if you're downloading something that's illegal and your country is strict on that kind of thing. Maybe if you're at work as well, you might want to use this option. But I generally don't use it. My country is not really concerned about piracy, so you just get the magnet link and you launch the application. Well, I already have this downloaded, so on here you would see I have a bunch of files. These are, I probably moved the file also, so they're no longer seeding, but these are files that are seeding. Remember seeding from before? That's when I'm now allowing other people to take the file from me, thereby making it easier for them to download. Please seed. Seeding is great. It helps the community. Okay, final question. How do you create a torrent file? Now, for instance, you may have something on your computer, a game, some songs, some music, a file that you want to share to a friend. You can create a torrent file, which is really simple to do. You just come down here and you click on create new torrent. You can add a file if you want to send just a single thing. I'm supposed to have, let's say I wanted to share this Word document, I can just do that. Or let's suppose I had a whole folder of stuff, like say I had some music that I wanted to share. I could just add directory, select it. Let me pick something small so this would go quickly. I have unfreeze here, great piece of software by the way. Select the folder, there it is. I can add a comment. I have one there already. Demo. Okay, and then I just create the torrent file. I want to save this on my desktop. Demo. So I save this here. No, I don't want to. This usually won't pop up. It's actually because I already created this this file before when I was doing the previous demonstration. And on your desktop here, you'll now have your torrent file. You send this to a friend and they can download from you. Important to note, while they're downloading it, your computer must be on, because how will they get the file from you if your computer's not on? It's only common sense. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it's been very informative. Be sure to give it a like. I've been stuck on 12,000 views for the past forever, so I appreciate the view. Thank you. Have a good one. Please torrent. Don't forget to seed. This has been Radon 1005. Goodbye.